Information because I'm gonna get ready here and set up the character I need. So my good friend from Star Trek Online videos. I think you all know him. I think he's somebody that you all know. Maybe not. I don't know. He might be famous. MC Stu. Yeah. I wanted to check something for him because he was seeing a weapon and it didn't seem to work right. So I'm going to go somewhere and check that. If I have that weapon, actually. I may not. I have to check my inventory of this huge captain. He's a very huge captain. He's nope. Is that it? Nope. What are we looking for? We are looking for... I do believe it's called... Oop. Was that it? Nope, that's not it. Nope. No? Yes, no. No, that's a hurricane device. Libertarian Scops. Nope. Parabellum. Nope. Ball lightning. No. It's not it. Where the heck is it? I know I got it. I must have got it. No, I may have to look and find out. Maybe it comes out of a box. So if it comes out of a box, I probably don't have it, which is gonna stink. Alright, we'll have to check. Maybe I do, it's just not in here. Alright, we will have to check the situation. So we're gonna check the situation while we're checking and waiting and all that crud-a-knuckle. We gotta go to the mission. I'm sure it's the last mission. I'm thinking that's where you got it. I may not have got it. I'm sure I got it. Except, I don't like doing that one. It's a long mission. It's a long mission and then it messes up my inventory and it's terrible. Alright, so let's check it. Mission journal. Okay, if you need to check what you're getting in a mission, I usually go down through here. I hit this button here and it says transwarp drop. No, that's not it. Oh, no. There. My Hellfire remembered how to check it. Alright, so you click on here, you check this, you go over here and you pull this down. And then it usually says what's the end. Energy dampening armor. So that's not where it came from. He must have got it out of a box, is what I'm thinking. Okay, so I can't check that because I thought it was something else, but I guess it's not. Maybe it's the calling.
Breakthrough in our efforts to learn more about the Terran Empire's operations.
It's not the calling either. So he must have got out of a box. So I guess I can't find that weapon and check it. It's V'ger's probes, I think it's called. Darn it, I wanted to check it for the man, but I guess I can't because I don't have it. Well, I could still check my bank. It might be in there. I don't know. I have a lot of stuff. I get so much stuff I never know what's in it. And sometimes I throw it in the bank just to get it out of my inventory because I have too much of it. Because, you know, you have too much in your inventory. You can't hold it all. Unfortunately. I do have the liberated terror probes, which is nice. Yep, I think I'm going to have to look and see. I think it's in that new box. It might be. Let's check it. Stewie's the man. He should know where it was. I did not see where he got it. I probably should have watched that video better. Okay, console monitor, dark anomaly, which I have. Ground environmental suit max rating. Yeah, I have one of those. Allies, Bladel Bead Swarm. I don't have yet. Absolution. No, really. Maybe it's an old one. I don't know. I think I would have got that. I guess I didn't. Which is odd. Must have came from one of those new things. Or the one before and I didn't get it. Offensive drone cloud. That's not it. It's the V'ger probe. Well, let me look it up. Maybe there's a place it comes from. Hold up. Anyways, that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna check that out and see if it worked better than what he said or showed. But if I don't have it, I can't do that. I can run on the bank and see if it's in there. Let's go. Maybe I threw it in the inventories. I tend to grab stuff out of my inventory and throw it in the account bank for my other characters. Because he has so much stuff. So much stuff. It's like crazy. It's like crazy, crazy. Nope. Slow them down. Nope. 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 Biotoxin injection. Nope. Nope. I guess I don't have it. Wow, I do have a lot of stuff though. Anyways, moving on. I'm sure I got a box around here with something in it. I like certain ones, so I only keep certain ones. The other ones I tend to throw away or give them to other characters to try. And I have lots of boxes and other characters and stuff, but not this one. So anyways, I was going to try to see if that worked better than what he saw before. And if I had it, it probably would, but I don't have it. So we're just going to have to skip that whole thought on this video. That was what the whole video was going to be about. I did want to see this one work. Maybe I get it on the character. Maybe captains, maybe. I don't know. I put all kinds of stuff on these guys. I never know what I'm putting on. Nope. Nope. I always like that. Solar Gateway is the best. There ain't nothing like fucking Solar Gateway opening up and blasting somebody. Oh, there it is. I bet that's it right there. I bet I passed it. No, ball lightning. That's it. Damn. That's a good one, though. Nope. I don't have it. Wow. Thought it was a mission. I guess not. It might have been an event, too, and I didn't get it. But anyways, it looked like it had issues with it, so I was going to try to show you guys if it did or didn't. Now, maybe they changed it just so Stu could see if they did. Which, you know, I don't mind doing things like that. I'm kind of a decent guy. Sometimes, maybe, yeah. Alright, so we're going to change characters. And apparently I don't have that one. Alright, so we're going big screen live. Alright. Big screen, baby. Alright, going big screen. Okay, well, it's been a while, and like I said, I did have an illness, and I hope you guys don't get that. That thing is terrible. It's awful. Oh, bah, it's bad. I gotta learn how to spell chronicles. I think I spelled it wrong. I probably did. Okay, well, that was Arthas. We're gonna go to Reno, because Reno needs to save up money. So I'm going to have her run an event real quick, and then I'm going to go back to Bliss, because Bliss needs to be finished. She's got a few missions left. I figured I'd start off with a 65 that was almost done. But this one is new, and I made a Jet Reno because I like Reno. Funny. Awesome. I love it where she tells him when to crap in the woods, especially Stamets. I get a kick out of her in Discovery. And when I saw the new ship come out, I had to make one. I had to make her. Because as I said, yeah, anyways. And you know how you get a carrier and you gotta save up money for the weight. Was that it right there? Nope, overcharged turret. That's not it. Okay. She's gonna wear it anyway. She's not big enough. Okay, see, like I said, I stick them on other characters all the time. I don't realize what I'm doing. I'm trying to get down to the lithium store. Hanger pets. You can get the better ones in here if you got the dilithium. So I'm trying to get her some more dilithium so she can save up, and then I can switch it out and grab some more dilithium for her hanger patch, which is this one. I need 2 of those, or 1 of these and 1 of those. Because I think I'm going to put the Valkyrie fighters and the advanced sport runabouts on her carrier, which is a cool combo, I think. We'll see if it works really good. If it doesn't, then I'll go back with both sets of runabout. As you can see, the more ships I get, the more stuff I get. And that goes on for everybody, not just me. You guys too. And there's some really cool stuff. I didn't know they had a dope feature probe. I still don't know where to get it. Maybe I have to do an event. Maybe it's this event. Can't be this event because I already stole this event and bought it out. So somebody must have it somewhere. Anyways. Okay, so we're going to go to a mission. We're going to go to the event. Emperor's Will. And I'm going to go to Jupiter Icarus this time. We're going to do that one. Yep. And if it is in the rewards, then it would be in claim rewards, and it would be ground equipment. Yeah. And I got so much energy rebounder, but that's it. Temporal hack. So maybe I didn't get it. Maybe it comes in a box. I don't know. Hard to tell with some of these things. You get them all the time, and then you don't know where you get them. And oh, low buy crystals, maybe. Ha! It's in the low buy crystals, I bet. Why am I under attack? What's attacking me? Back off, crazy people. Alright, I'm not under attack. It's just craziness. I have Kumarki's shield on and Kumarki's outfit. Which is a cool outfit, a cool gear set. It's actually not bad. I mean, I think it's a little overpowered, to be honest, but I will, you know, keep my tongue tied. Because usually if you say too overpowered on videos and those Star Trek people are watching the videos, you know, and then they go, yeah, hey, it's overpowered. That guy said so. Yeah, let's nerf it. And that stuff happens. We can't have that. Because it's a good starter set when you're starting out. Alright, there we go. Now we can go to Jupiter, and we'll go do that. I'm just goofy today. This is a great game to show other games that you can have lots of people in the same area. There I was playing a game and this guy's complaining and he's like, man, it's glitching, it's lagging, it's this and that. I think it was my son or somebody. About Warzone and having more people in the same area, and it's like, this thing has NPCs and real people along with the NPCs, and at times there's like 40 people in this place. 40, 50, 60, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, it gets up to 100 and it doesn't lag. I mean, I don't even freaking lag at all. And I know I'm on an Xbox X, but still, I didn't lag on my Xbox S either. It's all that other junk they put in it, like ADS and all that super aiming skills, because, you know, they have no skills. Wait, I didn't say that. Moving on. So yeah, I couldn't find the Future Probe, so it's got to be in the low buy store, I think, or the Zen store. I'm thinking low buy store probably. And I gotta have low buy, I think, to look in the low buy store, which I don't on this character. They're having a Black Friday sale. That's good. If you want to get ships, it's good to do that. Get some Black Friday going. I had to go shopping today, run errands, go shopping, go to Walmart. And it's still kind of crazy going shopping. Jeez, it took us a while to get out of the store. You know, the train of wagons. The wagon train of shopping.
The Terrans will be here soon to steal scientific data, engage their ship. We've been working on finally.
Okay, I think this is the best support carrier they've come out with for, well, since they've come out with it. It's really supportive of other players. It's built to be a command carrier. I added some stuff to make it super, but that's me. Because I am the man. But anyways, moving on. It's very supportive to the other characters and the other players, and it's really awesome. And I like the way it looks. I even like the old way it looks, although it's kind of Discovery, like old. But it's cool looking. And I had to make it because I freaking laugh at Jan Marino all the time. She's like comic relief in Discovery. Because, yeah, Stu said something the other day and I kind of chuckled because he was right. This game is for fans. I mean, mainly, a lot of fans play it, they love it, a lot of people play it, and it's a fan game, to be honest. It's one of the best ones I've found, actually. I mean, I don't know how Command Fleet is, or Fleet Command. I usually don't like it, because a lot of times they concentrate on the ships, and it's boring, it's long, it's drawn out, and they want you to play with other people, and it take every day, and it's just, you know, this is much quicker and funner. I'd say. I haven't played it yet. Because the more graphics you put in it to make the ships look better and all that, the less the freaking game actually has some good standing. This thing is very reliable, it works well, it's fun to play, it has lots of chapters and story, you know. And I know a lot of you guys have been playing it for years. I've just picked it up in the last 3 years or so. But it's been a lot of fun. And I still like playing it every now and then. It gives me a break from the other tedious ones. You know, like, I'm the best dreamer ever. I shoot people up in Modern Warfare. I'm the Call of Duty god. You know. And here you just come play and have fun. Not a lot of that going on. Oh wait, no. There are some, but they'll get over it. But I've been playing games for, jeez, I think last time I called them up for maintenance or something at Xbox, they told me I've been in the business for like 20 years now. And I went, huh? Well, since Xbox came out? They're like, yeah, pretty much. Back in the day when they had Halo, we used to landline it and eat pizzas and drink beer. Oh my god, he drank beer gaming. Yeah, I did. At one point in time. We used to have a lot of fun. But when I saw this Star Trek, I was like, awesome. I was like, this game is cool as hell. And I know, I saw it and it was old, and I was like, you know, it's not bad. It's really decently built. I have to give it to them. I mean, granted, we're not always going to get what we want, and sometimes the things are screwed up, and, you know, and they have to fix stuff once in a while. But hey, you have a game, as long as you do, it happens. I probably should be flying around more, helping out my other buddies. But it's hard to concentrate and talk all the time. Oh, she's leveling up good. I'm going to level this one up by doing patrols and stuff. And then I'll do the stories and have a great time doing 65. But like I said, I want to build up her dilithium so she can have some support hangar bay craft.
The Terrans have taken control of Projector Alpha.
Okay, why did it stop? I went got too far. Yeah, if you get out of range, it tends to, you gotta freaking get closer. I'll get though. But yeah, these are going to be the Chronicles of Lord of Arthas Frost. And we're going to number them and stuff. If we get a new game, we'll let you know what it is, what the game is, and I'm sure you'll see it in the Twitch stream. If it's Star Trek, that's where it will be, you know. Uh-oh, I think I got overtaken by the Terrans. This can't be happening. We will fix this. Close that portal. Ah! Military, I thought it was in a Delphic space. Thank you, Shinigami. Alright, that's it. Somebody's eating a freaking tornado. Get this straightened out in just a second. Yes, it's a meta console, but I don't care.
Projector gamma is ours.
Alright, we'll get this place straightened out, and then we'll go get the gamma or beta. We back in the blue. Alright, we're back in the blue. Let's go straighten some of this out.
Taking control of projector base.
There's an interesting ship, the Cogran. The Reliant's definitely a good ship. Always, Miranda class has always been a good ship. I actually have a few I like. I like the Legendary Miranda from the TSO category. Legendary because they put like Hanger Pets on it. I found, and I will say this, and I know a lot of people are going to complain as soon as I say it, so get ready. It's going to happen. If they hear me, I'll watch my video. Hanger Pets are awesome. The more ships you can call to the battle, the easier the battle is. And if you don't believe me, I one-on-one somebody one day and they got all mad because I wiped them out.
Projector Alpha is back under our control.
And I didn't think I was going to. Out of 3 matches, I, did pretty good. I got 2 of them.
I thought our Janeway was annoying. Speaking of annoying, did you like the little back door I put in your station?
Enterprise is back near projector base.
We got the rods, hit it. Good. Forward turn toe. We'll save the tornado so she comes back. Have to take out the shield ships first. If they're not taken out, this is, you can't really touch the Enterprise. Alright. Shield ships first. Where are we at?
The Enterprise is near projector gamma.
Uh-oh. Oh, sorry, fellas. I didn't mean to sneeze in your ear. Nope.
Give up on it.
Shield ship. Oh, that's one shield ship. Ah, she got away. Took off again. Chicken. It's one thing you always learn about Terrans and any Terran mission. They run away over and over and over and over again. Eat it. Ah, she got away again. Darn it.
Enterprise is back near projector base.
If it's over
know
halfway, it
what?
won't
I'm
take
done
much
here.
longer. Oh, we're done.
Well done.
As soon as she says I'm done here, we're done. She runs off and, you know. Sometimes I can get that to go faster, sometimes I can't. This is a, you know, it's like a 10 level or 25 level freaking captain. It's not really built to speed through that one. 23 level. Which ain't too bad. Only had it a couple days. Alrighty, so that's Reno. We wanted to get her the dilithium, so we did. I believe I gotta pick my marks, don't I? Oh, I didn't get any marks on that. Well, I must have. Oh, guess not. I guess I got screwed. Yeah. How did I get that? I shouldn't get that. I'm not that high. Standard issue, you can use right up until 30. I mean, I try to use it right up until 30. Standard issue, usually you can use right up until 30. You can put it back on your ship as your ship gets bigger and so on and so forth. Your levels go up. Yeah, anyways. So, now we're going back to Bliss because I got to finish her off. I'm working on getting rid of her and getting her all done with her missions. I just had to get Reno that dilithium. As you can see, it doesn't take long to burn up minutes, an hour a night, you know, that kind of stuff. Star Trek, I got a lot of characters. I got a lot of things to do. I got a lot of things to finish up. I have a lot that need to be 65, but I probably have way too many characters. I mean, I got like 30 someone. It's a bit much. But then again, it takes 30 characters just to hold all the ships I got. I even need Klingons to hold all the ships I got on their side. I hope you don't mind. Well, the hell with it. I'm going to say it anyways. My characters are named after people I know. Some characters are. Others are named after people in the show. I had to clean out her bank. She got way full. Didn't have any room. Because when you're finishing missions, you get all their stuff at the end of the mission. And if you don't have any room, then it fills up your stuff. And it's just, you know. This is Little Bliss. I call it the ISS Cage. It's a decent ship. She's a Delta recruit. So I've had to do a lot of stuff. I had an issue with the Delta recruit, and I'll have to explain that if you have the Delta recruit and you're having the same issue I am. The Delta recruit has a thingamabob. Yeah, man. This thing here. Okay? It's a terrestrial communications receiver. If you have a Delta recruit, which you should get a Delta recruit, and I'll tell you why, because it does give you some neat stuff. And let's show you how it works. Okay, if you get a Delta recruit, then you have to get 60 ranks, and you get a box every time you get 60 ranks. Every time you open a box, there's something in that box, weapons, things like that. Okay, if you have a Delta recruit and you haven't like speeded it up and max ranked it or bought an Admiral kit, you can do all these things and you'll get rewards which will help you with your character. And it's much better than having a regular recruit because you get all this stuff. Okay, that's the best way to explain that. R&D, reloads. The episode problem I was having was Delta Quadrant. You literally have to go through the Kabali missions on the Kabali planet for that to finish. If you do not do it, you cannot finish Delta. So I had to run around and do all those last night, which was kind of long and drawn out. But it's because I usually skip the planet, but you can't skip the planet with a Delta recruit. And then you have to finish the Iconian story arc to get Starship Trait Improved Temporal Insight. Alright? That's what you got to finish to get that. And once you get that, all your characters will get that. Okay? Because you can go and get this stuff and you can get it from for all your characters. Just learn and collect stuff you want to get too because you get these two items. One is the Temporal Negotiator, which resets your bridge powers. Recharge is reduced by 50% when you hit it. It resets your bridge powers faster, so you can use your ship bridge powers more. And then this one is a ground one, which resets and heals your characters and resurrects them and all that stuff. And if I'd have used it the other day, it would have been fine, but I didn't have it on my character. Duh. And yes, sometimes we can be foolish and make screwy decisions. I don't have enough space. Well, that can't be happening. Alright, well, we'll have to make space. We'll get rid of that targ and put that instead. Alright, got it. Alright, so we have to go to these missions to do the next set, which is Iconian War. Yay. Gotta love the Iconian War.
The war continues.
The war continues. Captain Kragan. Kagarin. Kagarin's a kind of different person, but, you know, he is what he is. Okay, we're going to return to the ship. We're going to go outside the system so we can come back in and go to the mission. It's a little tricky, but we can do it. Okay, so. The Iconians are coming to destroy us all, humanity and everybody. Dun, dun, dun. I haven't got to the Ascension yet because I've been kind of building this character. It was before Reno. So, but I also got the Admiralty pack for 2340. Was it 2340? I think so. Which boosted her, gave her all the high weapons, bunch of phasers, bunch of outfits. Even a ship too, legendary ship. It's a good pack if you're starting out with just regular Starfleet. I don't care for the legendary ship, but it can be fixed. It can be built. It can be modified. You can make it better. You can do things with it. I could play around with it and do the same. But I didn't care for it because it's a science vessel. And for some reason I have a really hard time dealing with intelligent science vessels. I really do. They have this special ability, and every time I try to use it, I can't get it to work, and it just blah. Before I get too far into that situation, blah. That's what I'm saying. Because every intelligence vessel, I just can't seem to get it to work the way it should. I just it's my weak point in Star Trek Online. So the legendary vessel is kind of an intelligence vessel, and it just bugs me. So what I did was I went and got the Terran Lexington and kicked butt with that instead. Alright, Blood of the Ancients. Dun, dun, dun. Now, I drink Coca-Cola all the time because I don't drink coffee and I don't drink anything else. And it's what I've always drank. Oh... So every now and then you might hear me taking sips. Because I drink it like it's going out of style. And I'd say it's bad for me, but I quit smoking, I quit drinking, I quit everything else. And a little herb here and there. And so it's the only thing I have left that's bad on my health, and I don't care. My doctor's probably going to watch this and go, ugh. But you know, sometimes you just got to have something that isn't right for you, right? Because it's good.
Welcome.
Alrighty.
Thank you for coming. We've gathered here the finest commanders from Starfleet, the Klingon Defense Force, and the Romulan
Look at
Republic.
that.
We may have been enemies in the past. Now, we must fight as one.
As one.
May I introduce Captain Cogran?
Captain
He will
Cogran.
coordinate our combined forces against the Iconians and report to the commanders of all three fleets.
Greetings. The Iconians have revealed themselves. War is now inevitable.
I think he looks
While the
older than my
Iconians
hollow.
themselves are few in number, their heralds are numerous
Tom Paris, that is.
and formidable. They are not like the servitors we have fought before. They are far more dangerous.
They're far more dangerous.
We are already sending strike teams into the sphere the Heralds use to
They're
access
actually
the
kinda
Imperial
challenging.
Gateway network. They will retaliate.
So I'll see how this works at first. If it doesn't, I'll have to modify my
Attack
ship
our
a little
most
bit.
valuable targets.
But I'm using agony
Allow
phasers,
the
so that
Heralds
usually
to
helps.
strike anywhere. They can avoid or
Yes,
destroy
I
any
know.
obstacle in their path.
The man that complains or calls us all space Barbies or bleh, right? He likes agony phasers, and I agree with the agony phasers. I don't agree with him, but I agree with the agony phasers. They're actually pretty decent phasers.
Okay.
If you're gonna run phasers, agony phasers is the way to go, I think.
If we can exploit this, we can.
Or fleet elite advanced.
It's
Yeah. Fleets work pretty good too. If you got a good fleet, it's a good to get those.
Captain Paris.
But any phaser, if you gold it out, it's pretty much badass.
The rest of you, report to Starbase 234. Right now, that
Dun,
Starbase
dun,
is
dun.
all that stands between the
Heralds and New Romulus.
Hold the Heralds there
You
as long
know,
as you can.
these poor guys.
Time to evacuate civilians and prepare defenses
These poor
in the front.
Romulans. I feel for them, I really do.
Today is a good day to die.
Star Trek Online is kind of canon, but kind of not canon. I'm not sure how that's working now. We're intermixing the ships because they need people that make 3D graphic ships for the show. So they pretty much picked online to work with that, and it's great. It's great, great, great. It's awesome. All our favorite ships that we play every day is canon. And if you're a fan, you know what that is. If you're not a fan, canon means it's in the show. So therefore, we can, you know, act out our fantasies that were in the show. Sort of. Oh crap. I'm getting my butt kicked. Hold on. As you can see, the Iconians, or the Herald ships, are kind of... But they suck energy out of you. They do a lot of things.
More Herald ships on sensors.
Okay, I will... well, the hell with it. I'm going to explain it to you, and I know I don't agree with building ships. But I will tell you this, that there are a couple things you should always do when you build Heralds. If you're going to fight Heralds, anti-proton works. Okay? So if you want to chip out your phasers with anti-proton, do that when you're just starting out, because these guys are really hard. If you're maxed out, they're not so hard, but if you're just starting out, it's a bitch. It's a bit hard. A bit difficult, I should say. I'm using Tarian. Ugh. And I still don't understand why they have those phasers.
The Heralds have sent 4 ships. This isn't going to end well.
I'm using Tarian shuttles on this. Take out the EMP probe first. It'll help you fight the Heralds better. Okay, I use the old tried and true. And a lot of these damaged, crazy, you know, torpedo builds and all that stuff are going to be growly when they see you. There's a real good setup that's simple, okay? And to start you out or get you through this game, it's a real good idea to have this simple setup, okay? And what that simple setup is gravity wave, okay? Gravity well. It never fails. And I know a lot of the build guys are like, because it's really simple to use. I mean, if you're gonna go play PvP, even they don't like it. But for doing missions, it's one of the better builds. What you do is you take Gravity Well, right? And okay, we're gonna get out of here. You take the ability, science ability, Gravity Well. Okay, you have to have a science character or a ship that will hold that many slots, and it's usually within 3 slots that you can use it. I'll show you in a minute. It's usually within 3 slots of a science officer where you can use it. You want to take 1 science officer and make sure he has Gravity Well 1, 2, and 3 if you can get it all on him. And the thing is you use Gravity Well with Beam Overload, Fire at Will, and I like Multi-Torpedo, right? And Gravity Well sticks the group together, so they're kind of closer.
Welcome to the war.
And then the Beam at Will, Beam Overload, and Multiple Torpedo whack them down, hits on hits on hits. It's a way to DPS them to death. If you have a ship with a console that makes your Gravity Well electric, okay, then what happens is lightning arcs between your Gravity Wells, and if you get a duty officer, right, that makes multiple Gravity Wells, you can, arc it back and forth, and you can take out a lot of people at once. Which, doing missions is a really good build. I use it a lot, doing missions. But I also like Biolance, and they don't like that either. I think it's a cheesy weapon, but I love it. But everybody plays how they play. But I will tell you that Gravity Well thing works really decent, and it's a common practice for people to do. Especially when you're low level, you haven't got very high, you're not super build, you don't have every specialization, you don't have everything set, and you want to do TFOs or advanced TFOs, it works really good in those. And some fleets don't like the build, so you may not be able to be in a fleet that builds it. But like I say, they shouldn't screw up your gameplay. If this is a build you want to use it. If not, look around and find others. I mean, there's always other abilities and things that can be done, like Time Warp, Miracle Worker. There's all kinds of them. You know what I mean? Yeah, oh, that hurt. There's all kinds. But it's great to play how you like to play. You know what I'm saying? But if that's the way you want to do it, then build it. It's the best way to build it, I think. It's a good build. It works on multiple enemies. Perfect for missions. Okay? Now, if you could build it on ground, that'd even be better. Still working on the ground build stuff, but different way of weapons work. And I know I'm using the most goofiest weapon in any Star Trek show. But if you watch, you'll see me cut right through these guys. It's the phaser from Lower Deck that she uses in the movie, where it kills everybody on the ship just because she's mad at her mom. I love it.
Thank you. Now that the area...
It's in the low-buy store, and I get it out of there and just use it all the time. Because it does that for your second fire. It hits everybody. You know what I mean? Watch out for his red ring of doom. And then with your single fire, you can take him out. Alright, who am I missing? I need to res people. Where are we? Janeway's down. Janeway's down! No! With the 2340 set, you can get Janeway holographic, Tom Paris, Who else? Who else do we get? Did they get him back up yet? I don't think they will until combat's over. There we go. Can't have this. This is my crewmate. We can't have her down. Nope, nope, not happening. Gotta get her back up. And some of the Admiralty bosses you can get like holographic characters. I have bridge packages, bridge officers. I got all the bridge officers in Deep Space Nine. Well, minus Cisco, and I think that's it. You don't get Cisco, sadly. I miss the Cisco man. I hope they do like a thing on him. I don't know if they will though. I think A.V. Brooks is dead. I'm not sure. I didn't see him on the memorial list, so he must not be there. But it has been a while since he's been on television that I've seen him, anyways. Because as you can see, it's really cutting through them. See their life bar and their shields, they're going. You know? I didn't think it was going to be a great gun, and then I used it, and I was like, wow! This thing is badass.
Sensors indicate hero forces inbound to this position. We must hold here.
Uh-oh, they're down again. Where are they down? I don't know. They're doing alright. I gotta back them up. The Iconians probably are one of the toughest ground fighters there is. It's also the last part of the Star Trek Online story, I should say. Well, it's kind of it used to be the ending. Until they came out with more stuff because of Discovery and other shows.
Next, we must clear the path ahead.
Get up! Yeah, get the little boxes. Get the little boxes. They'll help you heal. Get the little boxes, we can heal. Alright, let's head up the hill. See, look at that. Second button, bang, bang, bang. First button, hits everybody. I love it. It's kind of a goofy gun, but it's fun. I was using the setup with this, which is like a pink lightning, and it kind of works good, but it doesn't. It depends on the ground crew. These guys are really hard, so I went with the pistol instead. Also, the beam rifle I got. It just hits them for so many times at like 130, 140, 150 a piece. It's great. Of course, it depends on how close you are and the range and all that, but which I think is great. It's actually got a range system in the whole 9 yards. It's good.
Hold the pass. There's a camp near the power station.
Okay, let's get to camp. We gotta secure it. Dun dun dun! Fire everywhere. Poor new Romulus. That's why they had to. Never mind. I can't tell you unless. Well, you know. The hell with it. I'm a spoiler. I'm a spoiler. Fire me now. Star Trek Discovery. They live on Vulcan now, or what do they call it? It's there's a new name for the planet. New Reese something. I don't know. But the Romulans and the Vulcans live together now. It's great.
Can take it from here.
Which I think is good. I mean, I thought that was awesome. Although they're kind of stubborn and it took a while. I would lay some stuff down because it's going to get a little chewy. This is the hard part right here. If you hadn't noticed, my character is 65. Because, like I said, I got an Admiralty package, which is nice if you can afford one. You don't have to get one. But an Admiralty package zips you to 65 in whatever era it is. There's one for Discovery, there's one for TOS, there's one for Federation, and what's the other one? Oh yeah, there's one from Romulan and Klingons. And I got all of them. Because I'm a nut.
Watch out! Gateway opening to the east.
Well, I found something out, right? And I had an issue, right? I was having medical problems or medical issues. Bad circulation in the legs, couldn't walk. It was almost debilitating to me to the point where I might need a wheelchair. And if you don't have circulation to your legs, they have to start cutting your feet off. So anyways, I quit smoking, right? I gave up smoking after 30 years because it was mainly causing my veins to get fat and it was squeezing off the blood flow. So I quit, you know. I ever said if I was in a wheelchair because of my smoking, I was going to quit. And, well, it was going to put me in that situation, so I quit. Surprisingly, I did it in a month and a half. Little Chantix, little this, little that, and I was done. I just got tired of fucking, you know, loading up a little piton and taking a Chantix, and I was done. I gave it all up, and I was done. I didn't think I was going to quit. I didn't think I was going to be able to. I've tried quitting before. It's never really worked. But the Chantix worked. Yeah, there's some drawbacks to it, but it worked. It helped with my cravings and stopped the cravings that usually kill me when I'm trying to quit. So, with that done, yeah, anyways. So as I was saying, I got all this, you know, I quit. Well, I found out that if you quit your bad habits and get rid of them and you're done with them, and then you have these simple habits like drinking Coke and, you know, food, you have more money. It was a revelation, an extreme revelation. What happens when you have more money? You can buy more stuff. Wow. Okay, now that I'm done, you know, acting like I'm goofy. So when I quit all my habits, I realized that I had more money to spend. I had more money to do things with, like repair the house, get a computer, get a new TV, you know, brighten up my life a bit because I'm retired and going out, you know. I'm living alone, so on and so forth. Anyways. So I went out and improved some things in my life to make me a little more happier. Right? Yeah, why not? And part of that was buying spaceships and Admiral packages. Because I didn't know what to do with it at first, so I was doing weird stuff.
Sensors are picking up some unusual power emanations from the surface.
Clever!
Be careful.
That's it. That's it. We're gonna cut them all down. Take them all off. Ta-da! Maybe not. I might have to get behind here. Okay, shield. Turret, barrier. Here, micro generator. Take that. Ta-da! We're gonna heal. And my people are down. They're getting back up. Good. Alright. Let's break into the last room. Ha ha! It's a harbinger. These things are a big pain in the butt. Your presence defiles the secretary. Uh-oh. They have a weapon that kind of sucks. It's difficult to kind of get around. And there it goes. That's it, right there. It shoots these little gravity wells out, and if you get caught in a gravity well, it throws you up in the air, and then he blasts you, and then it blows up, and you see what just happened. It's ruthless. And I know my super weapon isn't quite working on him because he's a boss. But that's okay, because I have another super weapon. You ready? Fire! Take the rifle, huh? That's what I thought, pal. Okay, I think I'm gonna need my robot. Where's my robot? It's nowhere to be found. That's not good. Alright, turret. Shield. He has a gun that kind of blows right through whatever you got. Ammo, shields, whatever. Or staff. Now, in the Lo-Fi store, there's actually a staff you can get that kicks their butt. I prefer not to use it, but yeah, it kicks their butt. Okay, let's pick up the rest of our team because we gotta go through the gate. Right. Oh yeah, the database. Oh, I hate this one. You gotta try to keep these little data pods alive because if you don't, they go. Right. We have access to data. Oh, this is different. We gotta see the preservers. Okay, so we gotta get to the database and get the plotter. And we gotta open the gate. So this is also from Lower Decks. This blaster rifle. It's a split beam. Works great. When my pistol ain't cutting it, I switched back to that. Where is that last one? Over here. Where? Oh, it's down there. Okay, so it split beams, and what happens is if it doesn't split beam, what you can do is if it's one monster, then all three beams hit it, which is great. Okay, activate gateway. So, what kind of shows you guys like on Star Trek? I like all of them. Prodigy, Odyssey, Lower Decks, the whole 9 yards. Yeah, there's a lot of them. They're pretty good. Prodigy's kind of a kid show. Or a show for the family with kids and, you know. Lower Decks is kind of a very funny Star Trek view, which is great. I mean, I love the characters. I think it's funny. It's very funny. And then we have Picard, which can't wait until it comes out again, even though it's going to be the last season, but it's going to be the greatest season ever, hopefully. If they write it right, it'll be great. And we know Paramount knows how to do Star Trek. No doubt about that. It's not like other things like Disney Plus, Star Wars. Anyways, moving on. And it would be nice to see Picard go out in a good light. The whole series, the last season, it'd be great. Because for years we watched him. We watched them all, you know.
The Iconians.
And to see them, you know, go out in a blast and a good show and a good series is great. Granted, I know it's not Star Trek, but it may change to that this season. But I thought it was more of a different look, you know? These things they're not as fast as they used to be. I liked them when they were faster. The old obelisk used to drop down, like you keep dropping them down back and forth. But I should try some new ones. I mean, I've done obelisks and the ambush turrets for like ever. Good setup. I like it. It's very trustworthy. When you need something done, it does it. Builds up a defense when you're fighting waves of enemies. Yeah. I like the blue thing because it gives me stuff. I didn't know about the blue squares at first, and I had a ship that does it. It's a miracle worker. It's called the Scotty. I think it's called the Scotty, isn't it? Then there's one called the Tucker, and the other one's called the Daystrom. They're not really, they're huge ships. Big ships. A lot of hit points. With an engineer, they're just bad, but they're just crazy. I finally bought all three, because I actually made a mistake, okay, when I first started playing, and I'll explain them to you. I saw it, and it said Scotty, okay, and Scotty was my favorite character in TOS in the movies. I always loved Scotty. He'd yell back how many minutes it would take, and Kirk would tell him it's got to be done faster, and Scotty would always give him a ×4 timeline, even though he could get it done faster. But he was one of my favorites in TOS. So I bought the ship, thinking that, you know, it's a miracle worker, it's a big ship, it will bust butt. It's great, right? And it really wasn't that badass, so to put it. And it was my first T6 ship, and I was like, it's not really that great, and it kept blowing up and dying, and oh my god, it was frustrating. But then again, I didn't know how to build, I didn't know how to make phasers work better in collaboration with each other. I mixed the weapons, so there was always like different kind of weapons on the same ship, and it was whatever I could grab out of the missions, and it was just blah. And when you start out, you do it. You do it. You don't catch yourself doing it. You catch it.
We're in orbit, and we're not alone.
And a lot of people are like, well, you shouldn't do that. You should do it. You shouldn't do it. I don't know, but I do know when you mix up, like, Tachyon and Antiproton and phasers and all that and try to put it on one chip, it really doesn't do that great because it's always blasting different damages. And I know a lot of people think so, and I get that, and their big damage builds, it works on them, but you have to use the consoles they use, or that build doesn't put out the damage. Okay? So when they sit there and say you need this console, that console, you need to build that build just like they say it, or it doesn't work. I've found that a lot of times when I see them build that and I build it, which I do have a lot of the consoles that they have, it works great. But the minute I take a console off to put something on I want to see, it messes the whole build up. Okay? And that happens in this game. I mean, you can substitute builds. Stu, I love Stu. MC Stu. I won't say I love him, but you get what I'm saying. He's very good at explaining things so you understand it. Okay? He doesn't put you down. He tells you how the build works. He tells you what consoles you need. He explains it. And if you get stuck, you can watch the video and get it. Okay? If you comment in his section, he might actually comment back and help you, which is very good. I think that's great. That's why I like Stu. Alright? MC Stu. Not 1701 Stu. MC Stu. There's a few of them I like, and they're very informative, and they know how to build damage builds, and they're really good at it. But they don't compensate for people. Where Stu does. Stu understands people. He understands that we're not all going to be geniuses at this. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying he dumbs it down, but he explains it a little better so we understand it. Alright? And he's really decent. Yeah, he's a good guy. I like him.
Just a little longer.
Certifiably in-game. I love that guy when it comes to fandom. You know, what alien race, this and that. And when he does ships, he explains all the ship's histories and everything else, and then he shows you pictures and online. It's great. But I ain't saying there's bad ones out there, because really they're not. They're all very informative. This is a good community. I mean, I dislike some of their views, I should say. You know what I mean?
And the cavalry arrives just in the nick of time. Let's show these heralds what we
Or some of the ways they put things, you know what I mean? You can't have a good video explaining things and helping people out if you put them down the whole time you're doing it. You know what I'm saying? Me? I don't care. I'm 47 years old. You're all big kids. I did this to... How do I say this? I lost somebody recently, so I sit home alone, bored. And I started streaming because the kids are like, Dad, try streaming. You're good at gaming. So I did. And I'm still trying to find that niche or space or... Because I like playing all kinds of different games. I don't like playing the same game all the time. I don't like being quarantined or corralled to the same game. Does that make any sense? Yeah, I'm sure it does. I'm sure show me you get that. But I like playing games that make me happy. I don't like playing games that stress me all the time. You know what I mean? I was playing Modern Warfare the other day. Yep, and I know. I'm talking about another game. Playing Modern Warfare, right? And I started laughing because in Modern Warfare they have what I call multiplayer gods. PvP gods, right? In their own minds and by their own rights, or however you want to look at it. And I chuckle because it's the only game I've ever enjoyed playing PvP, because you shut the voice off and you go. You get a KD spread, you get a decent KD spread, whether it's, you don't need to be a god KD spread, I don't care. A 4.0, you don't get that very often, okay? And if you get it all the time, somebody's doing something. You know what I mean? But I average about, anywhere from 18 to 10 kills, or, you know, I average about that. My deaths sometimes may be higher than those or less than those, but, you know, yeah, that's a pretty good average. It's a positive KD spread. A lot of the times, it's barely ever negative. And I play for a couple hours and I'm done. Yeah, I'm good. I played like 4 matches, and if I leave on a high note, I'm good. And they get a hold of me and they're like, well, your KD spread is blah, blah, blah. And it's like, dude, I don't care. You know, I don't understand how many times somebody's going to toot their own horn to make themselves feel better, when in actuality, they're the one that runs their mouth the whole match and does crap. You know what I mean? And it's like, why put me down when you play worse than I do? And then a guy came up the other day and he says, you're bad, uninstall the game. And I was like, dude, seriously?
Although the Iconians are withdrawn from New Romulus, they can attack anywhere.
Because, yes, if you want to uninstall the game and you don't want to play it, don't play it. You know, if you get that mad at the game, maybe you need to check on your anger issues, not really your game issues. And I enjoy playing games that have rich stories, good mechanics. I hate a game that has crappy mechanics and you can't figure out the buttons and you're all lost, and it's like, it's not good for a game. Because if you can't play it with your controller and understand how to hit the buttons right to do the game, you're not going to enjoy the story as much or the gameplay as much, because you're too busy trying to figure out the buttons. You know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, I played everything from Destiny 2 to Call of Duty to Halo to everything, just about everything with a popular name on it. I played it. Resident Evil was one of my favorite one players. I've been playing that since Resident Evil 1. And that's back in the day when it was all pixely and square people. So, you know. I've been around for a while. Not sure what to pick. I don't know. Resonant Transpheric Torpedo. No, not really. I usually go with Anti-Proton here because it does help you with the Heralds. But my build won't really do anything with it. So what you do is you tap. I'm going to grab the Tactical Harmonic Relay because I haven't grabbed that yet on any character.
And all of our warriors are needed to fight.
So you have to finish this.
Requested your ship for a joint mission with his task force. The war
before you finish and get those last consoles. Now I've run over by 11 minutes. I think I'm going to stop because I've run over, and I don't feel like doing the whole. What was it called? What mission section is this? I don't feel like doing the whole Iconian War right now because it's like 8 episodes. And every single one of these missions is about 10-20 minutes long. So I'm going to do a couple a night. Sound good? Maybe a couple a night. Or 1.5 a night, maybe. Yeah. For the Chronicles for now because I'm working on my characters in Star Trek. It's my fault. It's really my fault to have 30 some odd characters in Star Trek. But I'm going to do them all, and they're all going to be 65 because I said so. That, and I like punishment. I like to punish myself. It's great. I'm going to eat up some of this junk. I discard everything and destroy everything just about. Because if it isn't purple or gold, I don't need it. But I want you to go through your stuff, and if you play and you just start out, okay, whites are good to a point, okay, you want blues that are better, you want to try to get purples, which is most of your missions, and each mission has a set of weapons if you look at it. It's 3 weapons that work in tandem together, okay, and it's a set. Okay, a lot of missions have sets. All right, if you're gonna run a phaser set, then there's a couple missions I can tell you that are really good. Sunrise is one of them, and a couple others. Now they're high up missions, but Star Trek just did something recently where you can play it at any level. Okay, but if you play it at any level, and this is where the bad part comes in, is you see these little numbers like Roman numerals on the end of them. Okay. I will go through this in a second and show you what this means. And I know I'm kind of, you know, I've been trying to help people play, so, you know. But if I'm going to stream, I'm going to help people play. And whether you like it or not, I'm just going to explain a few things simple. And I'm not going to tell you what to do because you can do this however you want. But the thing is I will explain a few things that will help out. I had Stu make a video, and Stu and I... It was actually pretty funny because I didn't know Stu, and Stu had made a video about the beginners, and he was like, well, I don't need to make a beginners video but yet this game is so old and it's been going so long that there are always constantly new players coming in. And I said, Stu, you got to do it. You got to make a beginners video. And he made one, and it was awesome, okay? But I still like to inform my viewers, which are probably 2 or 3, and help them out when they play the games I play. Okay, you see these got Roman numerals on them and stuff. Alright? Now, the lower the numeral, the lower the weapon. Okay? That's really simple. It's really not that hard to figure out. Where's my little square here? Okay. This is max because I got the Admiralty set. Alright? Now, namely, you'll stop about this area here. You'll start getting 12s and 13s. Alright? And that's usually as far as you get, is 12 and 13s. Beyond that, you need to do other things like resources and R&D and so on and so forth to get it higher. Okay? Unless you buy a pack from the store, you have to work on getting things higher. Okay, now that comes down to R&D. Now R&D is a whole different development research area. Okay, now R&D to make stuff, which if you do this right and you get it maxed out, which I do think I have close on one character, what happens is you can build the XVs and the XIVs and all that stuff when you get these R&D maxed out. Now, I don't have mine maxed out, but Stu and a few others do, and I've seen them build their own weapons and do their own thing, and they really never run out of stuff because they always have things to build. They always have it. Usually duty officers, admiralty, and research. This is where the good stuff comes from. Okay, duty officers have their own little missions that you can do, and they're like side officers, and you can stick them in your ship, and they'll do certain things, and so on and so forth. Okay, then you'll have admiralty, which are ships, and you can assign them to do missions in faraway lands, and then the experience builds up, and you get the point. And then the last but not least is research and development. The more you build, and the more in things you build, like say you empty slot, and I'll go to beams, and I'll build a beam array, and we'll build, phasers, right? Yeah, we'll go with phasers. We'll go with phasers, and we'll make them Mark X2, okay? Now, if you have all the parts to build this, which I don't think I do, which kind of sucks. Anyways, you can build a beam array at X12, okay? And then you put the cards in, and that helps and adds it to it. And then you put this in, and that helps and adds it to it. But I'm missing a part. As you can see, I'm missing this part and that part. But if you're not missing these parts, you can start building phasers yourself. Okay? Which helps out. I mean, you can spread it out with your characters. You use it on this character. You know what I mean? And you can build and research and do more. And you can do ground weapons, cannons, engineering, kit modules, the whole 9 yards. And if you max all these out, you can build all that high-level stuff. Right? Great. If you can build that, awesome. I suggest do it. These are the end game stuff, the higher end game stuff, and all that. Also, if you don't like me and you want to teach a video, go see MC Stu. He's got one. So far, I think that's it. This is a reputation. That's a whole different ball game. That's a long ball game. And that's it for me because I'm getting tired and my hour is up and it's getting late. So as you can see, the higher the Roman numeral, the better the weapon. Unless it's the infinite sign. Okay, the infinite sign goes as high as your level goes, and that's maxes out. Alright? And there you go. That's what the infinite sign does. Just in case you wanted to know. Alrighty. So I've done that, and got that, and we're done. And I got some dilithium I got to change. You can only change 8,000 a day. So if you're saving up for something and working on it, then you need to do that as you're working up. Alright. Now, this is the Chronicles of Lord of Arthas Frost, and we will be signing off for tonight. Thank you for watching if you are. If you're not, sorry. If you're on YouTube, hit that like and subscribe button. Mash it like crazy. If you're on Twitch, follow me. Thanks. Appreciate it. And that's that. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening. This is Lord of